I am Elon Musk. I will destroy you.
How's everyone doing? Time for a Flotsam-mania again. Spoiler alert, this video is spoiled. It's going to be a bad one. Again, I'm filming this at the end, and then I'm going to put it at the beginning to warn you. I'm rating today's video afterwards ahead of time. This is what I give it. I am going to give it a 2 out of 600. We're just watching a BBB series about primitive people living all over the world. Just some of the amazing things that people do just to stay alive. By watching some of those programs, I realized about probably over 90% of the population of the world doesn't live as well as my dog. They show these women in the desert. On a regular basis, they had to ride these camels and walk 80 miles just to find water. And again, in Africa, they had some 16-year-old kid had to take his cows 60 miles to find water. And he was in a race against the elephants, because if the elephants got there first, they would drink all the water and his cows would just have mud. And he got there and the elephants got there first. The elephants blocked the way to the water hole, so he threw sticks at them. It's amazing how people on this planet manage to stay alive. And we complain because our hot pocket was too spicy. Somewhere in Indonesia, there's guys diving for fish. They have an old rusty compressor feeding them air. Half of them get the bends, paralyzed, or die. And how many of us are upset because we didn't win the lottery today? How did people end up in these places anyway? There's people living in the middle of the desert. They showed people that were living right on the ocean. They were in these huts in stilts, miles offshore. I guess for them, beachfront property means a completely different thing. It's probably you got property in the middle of the ocean in sight of the beach, instead of property on the beach in sight of the ocean. I once paid good money for a perfectly round rock. Well, that's it for now. Please keep all hands and feet inside your house till your house comes to a complete stop.